Welcome to the Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Bryan. The Pittsburgh Steelers definitely need a win at home on Sunday against the Denver Broncos, who will enter that game with a 3-1 record. As has been the case all season, the Steelers offense really needs to get the running game going in order to take a lot of pressure off of Ben Roethlisberger. That said, on paper at least, it looks like the Steelers offense could have a tough time running the football against the Broncos on Sunday. Entering Week 5, the Broncos' run defense has been great, according to older archaic stats such as yards per carry and yards per game. Their defense ranks 5th in the NFL in rushing yards per game allowed with 70 and 6th in the NFL in yards per carry allowed with 3.54. Those stats aside, the Broncos' run defense hasn't been very good when it comes to successful run rates, and especially when it comes to running back specifically. Against opposing teams' running backs through Week 4, the Broncos' defense has allowed a 53.2% overall success rate and a 51.5% success rate against running backs on 1st and 10s. Those rates aren't great at all. So, what makes for a successful run? 40% or more yards needed on 1st down, 50% or more yards needed on 2nd down, and 100% or more yards needed on 3rd and 4th downs. On top of that, any run that gains 6 or more yards is deemed a successful one. Now, to the credit of the Broncos defense, they have only allowed opposing running backs to gain more than 9 yards on a run just 3 times in total on 62 total carries. Additionally, no running back has had a run longer than 13 yards against the Broncos defense so far this season. The list of running backs that have had carries against the Broncos so far this season includes the likes of Ty Johnson, Carlos Hyde, Devontae Freeman, Le'Veon Bell, James Robinson, Saquon Barkley, Latavius Murray, Devontae Booker, and Michael Carter. Barkley is really the most notable name on that list. So, is the Broncos' run defense as good as the archaic rushing stats suggest that unit is? Is the unit as bad as the successful run rate suggest? Is there too small of a sample size to make a good judgment? After all, we're only talking about 62 running back runs against them so far this season, an average of a little more than 15 per game. 15 carries is exactly the amount of carries that Steelers rookie running back Najee Harris had in Week 4 against the Green Bay Packers. 11 of those 15 runs were successful, even though Harris only averaged 4.13 yards per carry. In closing, don't be surprised if the Steelers run Harris early and often against the Broncos defense on Sunday. Why? Because I don't think the Denver run defense is as good as the archaic stats say that unit is. Personally, I think Harris is primed for his best rushing game of the season on Sunday, and even if his run success rate winds up being lower than it was in the team's Week 4 road loss to the Packers. We shall see. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Skazora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.